Hi, it's Andy.
Hi, it's Dave.
Hi, it's Kirk.
Okay, so today we are checking out some Godsmack. So the reason we're checking out Godsmack is it's my choice. It's specifically, we've been talking a lot about our musical idols, and Sully Erna is one of mine now. It's a difficult one I find, trying to find a song or a video or whatever to bring to you guys on this channel, because it's a challenge with Godsmack and with Sully Erna, because it's not really the sort of music I think you guys are into. And Godsmack get put into this kind of box of the arena rock, as you put it the other week, butt rock, the American old, they love just that kind of just simplified, chord driven, it's not really riff driven music. It's all just about, it's the song itself, but they kind of get put into this kind of dumbed down American rock. And if you've listened to like some of their earlier stuff, like Keep Away, Whatever, Awake, Speak, they're all just very kind of just chuggy riffs or chuggy chord driven riffs, but not really intricate guitar parts. So, and I know that we talk a lot about that, but what I kind of wanted to think about is, why was Sully Erna then my idol? And the reason behind that is he does so many different things with his acoustic and his acoustics work, his solo albums, his vision for Godsmack. I love their music videos for their storytelling and what they try and get across, and generally how they work within the industry. So I've picked this song. It's called Unforgettable. The question is whether it will be unforgettable for you guys or not. I don't know. But yeah, I think we're going to go see it. I'm actually sitting here a little bit like sweaty, a little bit nervous about what you're going to say about this song. I have no idea why, but let's go check out Godsmack and Unforgettable 1.
Music makes me feel like something I've never felt before, more than alive.
Music is the reason I'm not lonely most days. It keeps me safe. It's my friend when I don't have any around.
Music makes me feel understood.
It's emotion, all in a string.
No matter what language you speak, music is always a part of the culture.
Having music in your life is something that is extremely powerful and should never be taken for granted. So embrace this gift that you have, whether you listen to it or whether you create it. It is truly a universal miracle, and it's a gift. And I'm going to show you guys how powerful music can be when we do it together.
Change is coming, a separation from defiant to self-reliant, baby. I feel the weather breaking, it's turning rain into fire to take it higher, baby. With blind eyes open wide, I'm seeing it. Untouchable, like breathing fire in me. Oh, it's unforgettable. My river's overflowing into an endless sea of changes and rearranges, baby. I wanna break it open. I'm gonna take it to define it. Baby. With blind eyes open wide. A lifeless life never comes alive. I'm bringing it. I feel a rise inside me. It's untouchable. Like breathing fire in me. Oh, it's unforgettable. I feel a rise inside me. It's untouchable. I'm feeling higher. It's unforgettable.
Okay, so there we go. Unforgettable, Godsmack. Okay, go for it, Andy.
Never heard, well, know the name, never heard them, didn't have any idea what sort of band Godsmack were. The name isn't indicative of their style. I didn't think it was going to be the sort of, the big stadium rock band sort of sound. I'm not quite sure how I'd, had in my mind what they're going to sound like, but I thought it was really good. Videos, School of Rock Part 2, isn't it?
Yes, definitely. I like. Do you know what? It's because I think it humanizes the band as well, and that's what I really like about it.
If that was a genuine exercise, then that was really good. But it just reminded me of School of Rock. If they've gone in some American high school and shared their knowledge and love of music and what it can bring to your life, and that is absolutely fantastic. I mean, I like the synchronicity of all them drummers all together. Towards the end of the video, I thought that looked really good. The sort of main riff, I really like the main riff of the song. It was simple, got your head nodding. Didn't like sort of like the wah effect on it. Even vocals a little bit, but if it was like a sort of standard overdrive effect on that sort of guitar, if it would sound a little bit more palatable to me. But yeah, I really like that song. Okay. You've opened me up to another band to check out.
Awesome.
Not going to be a huge fan, but I'm going to sort of. Perhaps we mentioned in the comments here, go to album, perhaps I'll ask you everything. But as an introduction to that band, I really like that.
Awesome. Kirk?
I was expecting it to have more of an Alice in Chains flavour because the name an Alice in Chains song. Godsmack is slang for heroin as well, isn't it? Excellent video
as well. Didn't know that.
Yeah, excellent video. You're right about the storytelling, and it's uplifting, isn't it? It's really shows the integrity of the band musically. Again, I like the wah effect. I think it's almost trying to be epic for the sake of it in the chorus. Very strong chorus, though. You can see why Sony BMG signed the band. I'm just curious as to why they never got a push this side of the Atlantic through MTV2, because this Creed was selling. Do you know actually, Dave, do you know what it reminded me of? Do you remember that band from the 90s, Live?
Yeah.
94, was it called Throwing Copper? Big seller.
Yeah.
And he did an album in 99, which was quite good as well, called something like When the Dolphins Cry. I can't remember the title. So it reminded me of that. Yeah, definitely radio rock, but it had some oomph to it, didn't it? Especially the voice. I was expecting a guitar solo in there. I quite like the bass as well. That was prominent in the mix, wasn't it? Down-tuned as well, I'm guessing. On that, I wouldn't be able to listen to an album full of that, though. It's because I've heard it so many times, and you still see this in modern rock, don't you? To me, it was like a more interesting version of the latter day Pearl Jam records. It did rock out, but it hasn't really changed my opinion. And one thing I'll say, Dave, is the Kingmaker at the time, when these were shifting albums in the United States, multi-platinum albums, over here was Kerrang, and if they didn't like your band, you had no chance. So those avenues via Kerrang, Metal Hammer, and MTV2 surprisingly seem cut off, and I don't understand why, because that could easily have sold more in the UK, when the record industry was at its peak in terms of physical unit sales with the compact disc. So that was it wasn't too surprising. I wouldn't turn it off if it was on the radio. If that's what modern rock music is, that's fine by me. It's something that I could listen to in the background.
I think in answer to your one, why they're not as big over here. I mean, they are big. I mean, they've just sold out the Roundhouse in Camden, which is not exactly a small venue. But they never quite made it to the next level over here compared to what they are in America. And I think a lot of that is because when we talk, you've got that modern rock element, which American love. This country is definitely more of an extreme, where I would say that there is much more passion within the UK for the extreme sides of metal. And when we talk about rock, we think of bands like Greta Van Fleet, and there's that kind of the indie rock and the hard rock, the classic hard rock, and then we go to the other end of the extreme, the modern hard rock. We just it's that Americana. And it just doesn't. There's something anti-Americana in the UK, so it never quite makes it mainstream enough over here. But there's obviously a passion for it still, because if they can sell out the Roundhouse, there's enough people that want them to come over here and watch it. So yeah, there is some good songs on there. I find with Godsmack, you will get on an album 5 good tracks, and then the rest of it's real filler. In my opinion, there are some great ones out there, but they did. I think their peak was when they did the song "I Stand Alone," which was on the Scorpion King soundtrack, and was the title track for that movie. And that was their peak, where they kind of peaked out, and then they kind of dropped off again. And that's where people kind of went, they're just too radio friendly Americana. We're not interested in that. We want something that's a bit different. And that's why I don't think they got the push over here. And they're really just an American focused band. But I really love them. But I can understand why some people just put them in this pigeonhole of simplistic radio friendly stuff, but they're good. I enjoy them, and I understand the Alice in Chains as well concept, because he does a good cover of Man in the Box by Alice Chains quite a lot of the time live. So yes, that is Godsmack and the song Unforgettable. Now, if you like this video, please do subscribe, click the bell icon, like and share, and we of course will see you on another video sometime very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.